Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today I got the happy news that Binance are having another HODLer airdrop. This is HODLer airdrop number 12 and it is for BUBBLEMAPS. Jumping straight into the time frame applicable to qualify for this HODLer airdrop. Being a HODLer airdrop, it is of course a retroactive time period which is in play, and in this case it goes from the 2nd of March at midnight, so 0000 on the clock, UTC time zone, until 1 minute to midnight or 23:59 on March the 6th. So basically a 4-day period which is being considered for this airdrop. People who subscribed to Simple Earn products, subscribe their BNB, whether it's a flexible term or whether it's like a 15-day lock up to a 120-day lock, there's no difference. As long as the BNB was on the platform on Binance, you will qualify for some kind of airdrop, as long as you had it at least some of the time during the qualifying period. And in addition to that, you have the Lister protocol, which is a DeFi protocol which uses BNB, and that also qualifies. The actual listing for this will take place today, which is March the 18th at 3 p.m. UTC. So unfortunately not much time to prepare for this one. I got this message through from Binance at about 10 a.m. and 5 hours later it's going to be listed on the exchange. It's also going to be listed on Bitstamp, this one, so it may be a little bit more volatile. We may see a bit more upside, just remains to be seen really. Talking about the pricing information, this is actually a token which is already on the market and is already traded on several exchanges. And looking at the price data on CoinMarketCap, you can see it's got a price basically between 27 and 28 cents at the moment. It's had a bit of a spike on the news of the Binance and Bitstamp listings. Whether or not that's sustained, generally it tends not to be with these kind of things, but I mean it should positively affect the price that we're going to see at launch at 3 p.m, at least vis-a-vis the price that we saw before. I mean, it's up over 100% today. So I mean it came from a level of like 13-14 cents, and I think that we should be getting at least that when it launches, if not more. Unfortunately, I don't have the tokens in my spot wallet yet. They won't drop until 1 hour before the actual listing according to Binance, so that would be by 2 p.m. UTC. I know the value in terms of the price of the token, but I don't know the number of tokens that I've received, so it's basically impossible for me to calculate how much money I'm going to make. It's going to be a total surprise, but at least I will know before I start trading how many I have. Talking very briefly about what BUBBLEMAPS actually is, it is a supply auditing tool used for DeFi and NFTs. Basically, it takes a look at projects and analyzes, which wallets are holding most of the supply and if there are connections between them, etc. It gave a recent case study of the Libra token, which was associated with the president of Argentina, Mr. Milei, and how their team basically had sussed out early that this was not a good project to be involved in and given a warning, and that's the kind of utility for it. So I mean, all well and good as far as it goes. It seems to have some kind of practical application at least. Talking about strategy, I'm going to sell at the open. That's what I do. It's not a Launch Pro project on Binance Launch Pro, so there's no kind of pre-market or restriction or anything like that. With the last couple of HODLer airdrops, we had My Shell in late February, and we had this Go Plus security token at the beginning of March. There were problems with a market maker. I'm not sure if anyone saw the message that Binance circulated about that, and that the market maker was subsequently kicked off of Binance, and some of their profits were seized to compensate users. So it was something to do with the market maker was manipulating the price probably downward. So yeah, I mean, that wasn't good. Doesn't really fill you with confidence in these kind of projects, HODLer airdrops. Liquidity is obviously very thin, and the price spikes can be quite dramatic. I think, as always, for me anyway, not financial advice, the best time to sell is at the open and just get out. Anyone who thought that GPS security, for example, was a good hold, I think they've been thoroughly disabused of that notion by now. So yeah, with the majority of these, basically all of them, I think the best strategy is to get out early and just take that money into, put it into something that you understand, like Bitcoin, or even just hold it in stable coins if that's what you want to do. You know, you can keep it in that way. Obviously, whatever the tax situation is in your jurisdiction for conversions might influence that decision. But for me here in Portugal, it's fine to convert between different crypto assets. It's not a tax event. So I tend to sell instantly, and it's worked very well for me. Most of these airdrops, or almost all of them, go down relative to Bitcoin, and they also go down relative to fiat currency. So I think selling is the appropriate thing to do. Alright, well I hope people found this video helpful, and the earnings from this airdrop are dramatically good. I will see you all soon in the next video.